and leaving with us the most honorable Elijah Muhammad, who is no longer with you and I in the physical form. That what was given to him from Almighty God Allah, who came in the person of Master Farad Muhammad, lives with you and I, the believers. It's an honor and a privilege to be here in this day and time, bearing witness that there's no God but Allah, who came in the person of Master Farad Muhammad, and the most honorable Elijah Muhammad was his last greatest messenger. Excuse me. Before I go any further, brother, the Rafiq family, sends the greetings of Assalamu alaikum to all the believers, and brother Minister Bay out of Oakland, California, also sends the greetings to all the believers. Assalamu alaikum. You know, it's it's very rewarding to know that we have had a messenger to teach and guide us. And with all these holidays and Christmas and all these things that's coming up now, the devil claimed that the 25th day of December is the day Jesus was born. And they celebrate the 25th day as Christmas. They pass out gifts and all these things. But we know the messenger taught us that Jesus was born in the first or second week in September, right, not in December. Nimrod was born on the 25th day of December. He was a wicked ruler who rose up against Moses and married his mother. He was a wicked man. So we was taught by Almighty God, Allah's last messenger, that was a lie. And it was to deceive you and I, black man of America, and this woman of this false claim. And he taught us that he go after our children. And he taught them and taught us that he was a big fat white man coming down the chimney and leaving gifts. And have us to believe in that false teaching. And when I was a kid, I used to believe that Santa Claus came down the chimney and left presents, gifts and things. We celebrate, the Muslims celebrate, followers of the messenger, Savior's Day, which we pass out gifts. And we celebrate the birth of our Savior, who came in the person of Master Farad Muhammad on the 26th day of February. That's when we pass out gifts, not on the 25th day of December. So it's good to let our children know, because they get caught up and they see all these flashy Christmas trees and bulbs, and it appeals to them, and it confuses them if we don't teach them. And we don't want our children to going around believing in Santa Claus, a white man coming down the chimney with a sled on the top of the roof, got reindeers waiting, and they just go all over and deliver gifts. That's what Nimrod did, but he didn't go deliver gifts. He went and stole from the black man his treasures and things from our people, and took them back and gave them to his people. And so when you see that big fat white man with a big red thing on, little brothers and sisters, that's just a lie. That's disbelief. Don't get caught up in that. Mommy and daddy can buy you presents any day. But we do it on Savior's Day. You might see a whole lot of little kids running around dressed up with everything, got their gifts, and they riding their bikes and all these different kind of things. That's what they do. They celebrating a lie. Jesus was not born on the 25th day of December. Nimrod was born on the 25th day of December. He was a wicked ruler. So we get our gifts on Savior's Day. That's when mommy and dad, all of us wrap up the gifts and put them in the bags and whatnot, and go and give it to you. And the first they say, they don't say Merry Christmas. They say Happy Savior's Day, right?
Yes, sir.
So that's why we celebrate that day.
That's right.
See, Jesus was a righteous servant of Allah. He was a messenger.
Yes, sir.
On this day, they drink, eat hog, gamble, do all kinds of things, all kinds of filthy things on this day for celebrating the birth of a holy man. But this is that's wrong. So we don't feel bad, don't feel shame, don't feel like you left out. You know, you walk around, see all and hollering jingle bells, and you see little, I used to call them icicles hanging all down, big old Christmas tree, and that's nothing. That's nothing. That's just the white man just to get their wealth. They'd be sorry a few days after that. See, they get you in debt. They run it up. The people who go buying cars, all these things, to get you and I to fall in that. So we want to get trapped in that. So we're living in two worlds, two camps. We have to understand, two camps we're living in. And one is a world of righteousness, and one is a world of wickedness. And it's easy for you and I to get caught up in it. So we have to always pray and ask Almighty God, Allah, for forgiveness, and to bless us and to strengthen us in our weaknesses. These are the things that we have to concentrate on. We're obligated to say our prayers, because in this world of wickedness, we can easily be caught up and a victim, because you have so much that the devil done put out in front of us that can entrap us. And if we don't say our prayers to Almighty God Allah and have him to ask him to strengthen us and help us, we won't be successful. We won't make it. And when we say our prayers, brothers and sisters, we have to believe in the prayer. You just can't say the prayer just to say it, or going through the motions just to say it. If you don't believe in it, it's nothing. We have to believe in it. We have to believe that Almighty God Allah, who came in the person of Master Prophet Muhammad, is well able to protect you and I. And he hears our prayers, because the Most Honorable Elijah Muhammad taught us that he hears sincere prayer. And when we go to Allah, we have to go to him sincerely, because we know our faults, and we have to recognize our faults and to ask him and plead to forgive us our faults. And when we do this and know that it's our duty and we are obligated to do these things, Allah will bless us to be successful. And we are successful. We don't see a whole lot. It's a lot that many of them, just don't accept the truth. And what we have to do as a nation, we have to illustrate our brotherhood and our sisterhood to the lost found brothers and sisters, and to let them know that we are concerned and they have a place of refuge if they choose so. And Islam is a doing religion. It's not forced upon anyone. You accept it or you reject it. It's your decision. So if you reject it, Allah is well in his right to punish you for refusing to accept it. And we have to accept what the Most Honorable Elijah Muhammad has taught us. A lot of times it may be hard to accept. Truth is hard sometimes to accept, because it hurts the guilty, and no one want to be hurt. So it's hard sometimes to swallow it. But a lot of time we get it and you get hung up sometimes. You know, you try to swallow something and just get caught up in there and you can't hardly get it down. But after a while, you keep on striving, you'll get it on down. And then once we get it down, it wasn't that bad. You know, it always helps in the long run. So by us living these two camps, Christianity and Islam, under Islam we have freedom, justice, and equality. Islam. Love for your black brother and sister, that's what you love for yourself. This is what we have in Islam. Everything is voluntarily. It's not forced. It's willingly. It's not forced upon you and I. We do this because we believe in it. And we say, my life, my sacrifice, my life, and my death is all for Allah. And we illustrate it. We work. toward it. And Allah is with the patient. We have to be patient. This is what we get in Islam. When you start working and you stay busy, time go by. We all can get caught up in things if we're not careful. The messenger say, he will get the very elect if you're not careful. That means what we're dealing with is powerful. It's a powerful evil force that we're dealing with. In order to be able to be successful against this evil force, we have to pray. We have to pray hard. And when we pray hard, Allah protects us against this force that's always pounding on you and I. Every time we leave our home, it's out there. That evil and decency and filth is out there. So we have to be prepared. We have to prepare ourselves mentally and physically and spiritually. When we enter the workplace or whatever we do, our business, our duty, and whatever, for our families, we have to be equipped and be ready for it, because it's out there and it can get you. It can get you. You drop your guards, it can get you. In other words, you stop praying, it can get you. See, when we pray, that strengthens us. It protects us. See? Because we ask Allah, oh, please guide me on the right path. So, when we say our prayers, it protects us if we mean it. You know how you do, you can go through the motion, run, but I said we have to mean it sincerely. Because look what you protect, look what's out against you. The devil got everything out here. It's wide open. And you can drink, smoke, gamble, all these different kind of things they got for you and I. You can go and buy weed now. You can go into the place. You can go get a subscription, prescription, and buy weed, reefer, where you can smoke. Never in my day that I thought it would be a day where you can go in, go down the corner, get a script, and go and buy you some weed. Never in that day I thought this would happen. Never I thought it would happen. And in some countries you can go and get some dope. Heroin, shoot it up. The man said there, give it to him. Because crime went down. You don't mind? See? And some over there in Venice, somewhere over there, the crime had dropped tremendously. Because they had a free dope house where the guy can come in and get a hit. So if he give him a hit, you don't have to worry about him taking too much. You don't have to worry about him taking nothing. He get a hit, and then he just lay all around. So these kind of things. So we have to be real careful, because we can fall a victim to it. They got some stuff out there that hook you. You can fall a victim to it. You smoke some weed, what they call it, 51s. I don't know if you ever heard of it. Probably heard of it. 51s. Take a rock and put it in some weed. Light it and smoke it. See? It gives you that false sense of security. Make you think you're on top of the world. You don't realize you're just going under. In a few days you're going to be under. But it makes you feel so good. See? It's a mind high. And it tells you that what you want to hear. It makes you think that you can rock the world. See? But you're only killing yourself. And it's a habit. It's really addictive, because you're dealing with two different highs here. You're dealing with weed and you're dealing with cocaine. It's a balance. And they don't mix. It's a man high. And then what happens after you do that, you have to withdraw. It's symptoms that withdraw. It gets into your bloodstream. The crack. That's why people get up sometime. I know I used to get up. I feel so jittery. See? It's the chemicals that they put in it that makes you like that. See, you have to be real careful on what we're dealing with. See? Because a lot of times It's like a cigarette. It's not the tobacco that hooks you. It's the nicotine.
That's right.
It's not the smoking tobacco. That'll kill you. Smoking tobacco won't kill you anyway. But the nicotine is what hooks you.
That's right.
And the devil knows this. So what he do? He puts a little nicotine in the tobacco to hook you. Because that's what's going to get you the nicotine, not the smoking tobacco. Because people chew tobacco. See, people chew tobacco, all these different kind of things. So all these things have an after effect. If we drink, they have chemicals in the wine, chemicals in the beer. I mean, in the whiskey, they have chemicals all in that when you, what they say when they have a hangover, you feel real jittery and all that, and then you can drink a drink of water and get high all over again. Yeah, that's right. That's right. High all over again. See, but that's the chemicals and stuff in this weed and all this. This is what kills you and that. This is what the messenger have taught us and warned us of these things. Because I know, I can speak for myself. Excuse me. It's out there. And we have to be real careful. They put it in your drink. They can, when you out, you shouldn't, you get up, I don't care who you with, people, whatever, you got a drink, you should leave your drink and come back and drink your drink. You don't know people, you don't know these people or whatever, you don't know, they put a Mickey on you. You can't, you got to be, the message says you have to be, watch all the time. You have to be on alert. I'm not saying people, your friends might do it. If you're doing it, get out the habit of leaving your drinks and stuff like that around like that. I don't care who somebody dropping Mickey on you, just playing a joke. And they do that. Yeah, I've seen it. I have too. I have too, brother. I have too. I know a friend of mine, well, his nephew and niece went to a little party they had, a little birthday party. And when they went there, somebody dropped something and both of them drink. They lost their mind. They ain't been right since, but I know it. See? Playing, partying, and going out there not being careful. See? These are the kind of things we have to understand. So we have to warn our children what's happening, let them know what's going on, and try and protect them, and even ourselves. Because I'm telling you, this thing is something else, especially when you this dope and all these things, because he's bringing it into our community, into our neighborhoods. This is what the devil is doing. This is why when you go out there in Grosse Pointe, all through there, you don't see all these weed houses like you see out there. No, you ain't gonna see, because they ain't gonna stand it. They ain't gonna, they'll go down and say, no, we don't want it in here. You don't go, you go on Grosse Pointe and see, do you see any small buds or whatever it is. See, do you see any of that in there? See, do you see any kind of light bud or any kind of bud in Grosse Pointe or in Farmington Hills? Or what's the other one over here, by the river over here? St. Clair, yeah, St. Clair Shores, right. Go over there and see if you see the weed houses. You don't see them over there. You see them over there actually in the city. Right. They come out, come here and get it, and take it and go over there wherever they want to do. They don't have them houses out there. No, they got it right here in the city. Every corner that we go on, that you go, you can see a weed house. You see a weed house, you can go right on in there and get some. Get some cookie kind, got tastes like cookies and all this kind of chocolate chips, all this kind of stuff. Got weed. I just ate the cookie. You're gonna get high. But once you eat it, they got something they done sprayed on it, and you eat it and you drunk, you high. And see, that stuff gets in you, inside of us. The withdrawal systems, it's the smoke. When we light that pipe or whatever you're doing, it's the smoke. So you have to withdraw from yourself. Just like what they say, alcohol, it takes 30 days to get alcohol completely out of your system. If you detox, it takes 30 days. That's alcohol. Now, cocaine, I don't know. It takes a while. Because it happened to me. See, I went to Oxford Institute, which they call. And I stayed up in Oxford Institute for some months. I think it was a little better than 90 days. I stayed up there. You know, it didn't do no good. I mean, it cleaned me out. But the thought was still there. See? I left out too long, I relapsed. See? What the messenger say? We don't hang around with lost found. What I'm saying. We have some buddies or have some friends that we know ain't nothing wrong with that. But we don't socialize with lost found because they are brothers and sisters, but they don't think like we think. They don't think like we think. They don't believe like we believe. They don't eat like we eat. You might find some of them that might not eat hog or whatnot, but they're not spiritually inclined like we are. They don't say their prayers, I guess, like we should. We say them 5 times a day. We have to put this in our everyday log, the 5 prayers. We're obligated to do this. And it's for your own good. It's not, no, do Allah know, it's for your own, it's for you. I say my prayers, I'm not doing Allah no favor. I'm helping me. And when we do that and call upon Allah, He in turn helps you. We can't make it. We have to put in our mind that we cannot make it without His guidance. We can't. We're helpless. If that was the case, wasn't the case, what was this coming for? If we didn't need Him 24/7, what was this coming for? He raised a messenger to teach and guide us. The Most Honorable Elijah Muhammad. He took the spike out of the brother's arm. He took the prostitute off the corner. He took the wine bottle, the needle, all this out of the brother's arms and sister's arms. His teachings, Islam. So, we have this teachings, and we should be grateful. But the Holy Quran said most of them ungrateful. Because that means ungratefulness is we continue to do what we shouldn't do. So that makes us ungrateful. We have the teachers. We have the teachers of the Most Honorable Elijah Muhammad. And none of us is holier than thou. These are the kind of things. So we're very blessed, brothers and sisters, to be followers of the Most Honorable Elijah Muhammad. So after difficulty come ease. And all of us, sooner or later, gonna really have to come down to the night of ourselves. What makes us tick? And trust in the God. Because there's only one God who came in the person of the Master Farad Muhammad and raised up the Most Honorable Elijah Muhammad for his last and greatest messenger. And we have to say our prayers. Don't you know you got a prayer that you're supposed to say 7 times? Did you know that? 7 times, right? Did we know that? We got a prayer that we said, the messenger said you should say this prayer 7 times. He didn't say it. Like he say your 5 prayers. He didn't say your 7 prayers. He threw it out there. Now it's up to you to say them 7 prayers. That's right. And if we do that, we wouldn't have time for no foolishness. How many times the man prayed? Muhammad had him on his knees, how many? 36 on his knee, on their knees, didn't he? They had time to do nothing. Because he knew what to do. He knew prayer was the key. 7 times. As he said, didn't he? He said you should say Oh Allah, I seek that refuge from anxiety and grief. I seek that refuge from the lack of strength and laziness. I seek that refuge from cowardice and niggardliness. I seek that refuge from being overpowered by debt, the oppression of men. Oh Allah, suffice thou me with what is lawful. Keep me away from what is prohibited. And with thy grace, make me free from what are beside thee. That's the prayer, right? Praise be to Allah. That's the prayer. Just ask yourself, how many of us saying it one time? How many of us saying it just one time? The messenger gave us that for what? For a reason. But he said, say your 5 prayers. He did say that. He didn't say 7 prayers. I'll say it again. It's up to you. He knew if you say them 7 prayers, he knew how strong you going to be. He knew how loyal you going to be if you say them. You won't have time to point no finger because you're trying to get yourself in order. And Allah what? He rewards you. He blesses you to be strong. 36 times he had them bend down on the knees, didn't he? They couldn't stop doing evil. He said, I know what to do from them. Down there, keep them down there, keep them bowed down. Muhammad knew what he was doing. That go for all of us. See? Just stay down. You got to see saying 5. Now you got 7. You got 7 more. I said that's keeping you busy. That keep you watching up, ain't it? That keep us doing this ablution. See? This is the deal. This is the key. So what we do, we go study what the messenger taught. Get it for yourself. Learn it for yourself. And apply it for yourself. Then Allah will bless you tremendously. And me. Yeah, I want some blessings too. Like everybody else. But we have to understand this is real. Allah is not a spook. Brothers and sisters, he's not a spook. The chastisement is in that what we do. It ain't gonna happen later on or next week or when the judgment comes. We're already in the judgment. You're already being judged by what you do and what I do. So whatever it is, it starts now. It's now. The hereafter is only a continuation of this life. We ain't going nowhere else. It's just a continuation of this life that we're in. Hereafter, after what? After the power and authority of the white man's rule has been broken. But it's just a continuation of the life, of this life. So if you're in hell in this life, you're going to be in hell in the next life. Ain't nobody going nowhere. Ain't no destruction coming next week. The destruction is now what you're doing. The penalty is in now what you're doing. And what we doing. We got to get away from being spooky. Ain't no spook. The chastisement is in that what we do. If we smoking dope, drinking, gambling, the chastisement is in that. It ain't coming next week. It's happening there right now because you in hell. Hell is not a place that you go after physical. Hell is conditions of life. It's what we doing that catches hell, that we catch hell. And what we not doing, we can catch hell. Because if we're not doing what we're supposed to do, we're going to catch hell. And if we're doing what we shouldn't do, we're going to catch hell. And if we, that's how it is. We catch hell. It's in that what we do, the chastisement. See? So, just to know that, the messenger say, that frees you and me. Just to know that heaven and hell is conditions of life. We're in bliss, what the messenger said. Sometime without reading the other day, I read it before, what he said that when you sit around sometime and you be in that real bliss and happy feeling, real happy feeling, he said, that's how you're going to feel all the time in the hereafter. See, that's how we're going to feel all the time. You felt that feeling before. I'm quite sure most believers have. Felt that real bliss, happy feeling. Real good. It only lasts a second. It don't last too long. But you get it, it'll flee by you. And you pick it up and you feel so good. That's how we're going to feel in the hereafter. Praise be to Allah. That's something good to work for, right? That's something good to work for. See, so the thing is, we have to remember there's no spook. Allah sees everything. We can hide, but he see it. He knows it. He knows what's hidden in our hearts, in our mind. This God knows what's hidden. So, you can't fool him. I can't fool him. Why not submit? It's hard sometimes. Some of us have to get fired. Some of us have to really get burnt. To get the message. Like Martin Luther King said, he tired of marching. Tired of getting burnt. See what I'm saying? Tired of getting burnt. See? We have to submit to Almighty God Allah. It's the thing what the messenger said once. He said, if you, how do you say, I want to get it right. You're supposed to submit to your brother who you see every day. And you submit to Allah who you never seen, what I'm saying to God. Something's wrong. Something wrong. But you can submit to your brother and sister. It's hard for you to submit to your brother and sister who you see every day. But all wise, true, and living God you never seen. But you can submit to that. That don't make no sense. To me, to you either. Submission. When we submit around the board. Sometimes we get stubborn. I get stubborn sometimes. I be stubborn sometimes. But stubbornness, it costs you. So we have to submit when it's right. So we know that Allah is right. His word is right. He chose the right messenger. We know that's right. We know he's the true and living God. We know he chose the last and greatest messenger, the most honorable Elijah Muhammad. We know that's right. We don't have no doubt that he is the God. So why not submit? See? It's a job to work on yourself. You ain't got time to be worrying and working about somebody else. Now this day and time, you better work on yourself. Think about them 7 prayers. Think about them. You already got to say 5. But we probably never gave it a thought. The messenger said it for a reason. He brought this teaching, Allah gave it to him, not to force you and I, just to get it to us. What the brother was saying the other day. We had a good class. Very good class. I thank Allah for being part of it. Yeah, I need it too. I'm a brother too. See? I need the brotherhood too. See? And I'm thankful to Allah for blessing me to be a part of the brotherhood. This great brotherhood, the FOI, the fruit of Islam, under the guidance leadership of the most honorable Elijah Muhammad. I'm happy and thrilled to be a part of it. Brother said the other day, we were talking about when Wallah took sisters out the headpiece. I was there. I know just what they did. I saw what they did. I heard what they did. I'm there. I'm looking at it. Everybody got to tell me I'm there. I'm looking at it. Wallace, the hypocrite, the messenger's son, took him out the headpiece. You ought to saw him. You ought to saw him. They were so happy. The majority of them. The brother said, "Want to throw and stop throwing them in the trash can." Sisters come to the temple. When I asked them, like you said, what you wearing that for? See? Wallace. So it's not always the headpiece. See? It's not always the uniform. It's what's here. You understand what I'm saying? If you're wearing a headpiece, that don't mean nothing. But I'm wearing this here, all this, it don't mean nothing. If I'm not in accord with the message you taught. It don't mean not a thing. It's not worth a hill of beans. But all I know is, he's the one you and me gonna have to give account of. So it's not always the headpiece or the garment or the uniform. It's what's in their hearts. It's what's in our hearts. How we believe and carry into practice what the most honorable Elijah Muhammad had taught us. They throwing them in the garbage can. Glad to come out of them. But just going through most headpiece or the uniform, just going through it. They don't mean not one word of it. They don't believe not one word of it. Some of them come from the rank all the way up the top. Don't believe not one word of it. Go to the messenger house, sit at his table, don't believe not one word of it. Where are they? See? But it's this new generation, the messenger said. They're going to come in, going to walk right by him, they ain't going to don't even really make them know that they even standing there. They ain't going to waste time with them. These ones coming in now. I want to be a part of that. I swear, I want to be a part of that. Yeah, I want to be a part of them coming in here. Yeah, that's what I want to be. If I'm not here, when I say in the whole nation under the guidance and leadership of the most honorable Elijah Muhammad, I want to be a part of it. Because it's going to boil down to 100% righteousness. So we better get on board. That's how it is. See? So, these are things, what's going on? We got so much work to be done on ourselves, individually, our own personal self. There's no time for fault-finding, backbiting, and being rebellious. No time for that. The time is out here. We're in the judgment. Allah see what you do. He see what we do. He knows what's in our minds, what's in the breast. He know it. And if we continue to keep fooling around, not obeying, what's that come? That's disrespecting his power. That's disrespecting his dominance. That's disrespecting his word. Disrespecting his messenger is a disrespect to him. Now, Elijah Muhammad didn't get it from himself. Did he tell us that? Did he say I was too dumb to know all this? He said I was too dumb. Okay, if he was too dumb, where did he get it from? It just didn't pop out of the air. He got it from Master Farad Muhammad. That's who he got it from. And we have to believe it. You may not, but you will. You will. You'll say, oh, I wish I had went with the message. You will believe it after a while. That's why he's letting us know that this God, Master Farad Muhammad, was backing him. He said, if you with me 100%, Allah's with you 1,000%. He said, but if you deviate from me, he deviates from you. What is deviation? Praise be to Allah. He deviates from you. What is deviation? Well, everything that he said. If he say a thing and you don't do it, you deviating from it. That's a deviation. You're not accepting it. We accept everything that the messenger taught us. We don't question what he said. But he said, you can ask me anything. We don't question what he said. Why? Because we believe Allah came in the person of Master Farad Muhammad and taught him for 3.5 years. We believe that. So we trust in what the messenger said. We don't question him. He's sufficient. Because what? He got it from the all-wise, true, and living God. Who knows everything. Who taught him all that we need to know. He taught us all we need to know. We don't need to know nothing else. That's why he was the last. He never come out after him. He was the fulfillment of it all. This little lamb, Elijah Muhammad, the messenger of Allah. 3rd grade education. Don't that tell us something? The messenger said, he said, I didn't get this from myself. Allah taught me all this. You think I'm going to dispute his word? You think I'm going to dispute what the messenger said? And Allah came 9,000 miles to seek and to save that which was lost, and he found one. One he found among us. Do we believe that? He's not like the other messengers. He's greater than the other messengers. That's why he's the last and greatest one. Now, do we accept that? You can accept it or you can reject it. Because brothers in uniforms and all that, that don't mean, what's the message say about it? Allah showed me, I didn't know their hearts. Know your heart? Wear a uniform all day. Know your heart. But your work will be the judge of you. Not me. Your work. You know the Quran said after what we said that I'm a worker? Said I'm a worker too. So okay, let your light shine. Do your work. See? We had a messenger. We have a messenger, brothers and sisters. And we got a God on our side. But he's with the one who's most mindful of their duty. And we get caught up in a lot of nonsense. But we building a nation. There's going to be disagreements. Everybody's not going to agree all the time. We can sell it intelligently. We go what? How do we sell it? We got a message to the black man. We got all the supreme wisdom. Go back what the messenger said. We got all kind of things what the messenger said what we should do. The die is set. Die is set. Ain't no more trying to unhook. The die is set. We're going to have to do it or you don't do it. You either with it or you're not. You cannot straddle the fence in this day and time. We with it wholeheartedly. Not half the way, wholeheartedly, we got to be with this. And if you disagree with it, just a little, you're not with it. If it's what the messenger says, and you disagree with it, you're not with it. Don't care about what you think or what I think. What did the messenger say? That's the key. Praise you to Allah. That's the key. And if we don't abide by what the most honorable Elijah Muhammad said, we through. Because where did he get it from? He got it from Allah, who came in the person of Master Farad Muhammad. That's who he got it from. That's how it is. It's bitter probably sometimes. It's bitter, but that's just how it is. See? And we have to do that. If we're going to be successful, we have to submit our will entirely. Trying to get there, man. We got to get there. I mean entirely. Not half-hearted or 98 or 96 or 97. Entirely. Wholeheartedly. Got to get there. That's the only way Allah is going to accept us. Why? Because he demands 100% to his law. So if he demands 100% to his law, what in the world, how much time you think you got or I got? What do you think we got planned? He demands 100%. You're not 100%. I'm not 100%. I don't know what you is. I know I'm not 100%. I got to get there. And I'm going to try to get there with the help of Allah. The messenger said, if that's what you want, if that's what you want, you can get there. What it takes. Hard work, dedication, and a lot of praying. And a lot of guidance from Allah. He knows the heart. See? But see, we can get caught up in this world, evil, filth, and indecency. Love for your brother. Love for your sister. That's what you love for yourself. That's a job. Just take that. Just take that one. Do you love for your brother? That's what you love for yourself? Be honest with yourself. Don't tell me be honest with yourself. I don't want to know what I'm saying. Stop saying, do you really love for your brother and sister that what you love for yourself? Leave you with that. You know if you do or not. See? It comes genuine. When we're in accord, it comes with it. We've been so divided, the devil divided us. Got us hating each other. Disrespecting each other. Talking about each other. All these different kind of things. But when we get that true love for each other, it won't seep in. Because we be so busy loving and respecting and honoring each other like we should. You ain't no better than me. I ain't no better than you. We all believe in the one God who came in the person of Master Farad Muhammad. If we all believe to whom all praises is due forever. If we all believe in the one God who came in the person of Master Farad Muhammad and the most honorable Elijah Muhammad, his last and greatest messenger, we should be tight. Tight. None seep in. No foolishness, no arguing, no envy and jealousy seeps in when we tight. Praise be to Allah. When we tight, we fight, we help each other. When we tight. See? Love for your black brothers and sisters, that's what you love for yourself. Do unto your black brothers and sisters as you would have done unto yourself, and we treat everybody right, the messenger said. Everybody, even the devil who has enslaved us. You might say, why treat them right? Because that's Islam.
That's right.
Islam is righteous.
That's right.
It means peace. As long as he don't conflict with our religion, why not treat him right?
That's right.
He not bothering you. What they say, it said, I read in the Holy Quran, it said, if one didn't attack you, why you attack them?
That's right.
You don't attack him, he didn't attack you.
That's
That's how it is. That's how Allah got it set up. Justice, it came from Allah. It's with Allah, justice, freedom, justice, and equality. That's Islam. So we respect the devil. We respect all those in authority. As long as it don't conflict with our religion. You know, we're very fortunate, we're very blessed to be followers of the Honorable Elijah Muhammad. We have a chance. You don't realize how blessed we are to be able to understand in this day and time with everything that's going on. Allah is still protecting us. The few of us that's here, he's protecting us because he has the power to protect us. He has the power to save us. He's the only one that can save us. If he put a chastisement on you and I, he's the only one that can take it off. Nobody else can take the chastisement off Allah put on you and me. And if he put good before you and me, nobody can take our goodness. Because Allah rewards us. He has the power of all things, mind and matter. The very air that we breathe, the atom of life, he got the power over it. And he sees in our hearts mischief that we have sometime in our hearts. He sees it, he knows it. But one thing about it, he's merciful. And he's forgiving. See? See? I'm thankful to Almighty God, Allah, that he is merciful.
That's right.
He's so merciful. And I thank him. See? I always hadn't been a swell guy. See? I know this. And I know he knew it. That's all that matters. Really. Let him be the judge. Let Allah be the judge. Because you're going to get it fair. It's going to be fair. Because you're going to know what you did. See? Because you're going to know it. See? And it's going to be fair. Whatever the punishment is, or whatever it is, it's going to be fair. Because he's executing it. And he's fair. He's our friend. Praise be to Allah. He's our friend. And our God. And he's well able to protect us. And we should thank him and be grateful. See? Just think. Our children have a chance. They have a chance. Because they've been taught. I know how it is. When I was young, Santa Claus and all that, I know how it is. It have effect on you sometimes, little children. See? That's why when these days come, to save the days come and things like that, we should shower them with gifts. To let them know how thankful we are for the messenger. And Allah, who came in the person of Master Prophet Muhammad, how proud and honored we are to celebrate and praise his birthday on that day, the 26th of February. How honored we are to have a chance to be and to celebrate this great God's birthday. And let the world know that we believe in him, we trust in him, and we obey him. Obey him. This is the thing. Not only here, home and abroad. Obey him. That's what's going to save you and I. We'll see the hereafter. That's the only way we're going to see the hereafter, if we obey and submit to Allah, who came in the person of the Master Prophet Muhammad. We have to submit wholeheartedly, 100%. No more excuses. We have to do what the Messiah have taught us to do. We have to carry into practice what he had taught us to do. That's right. He said, you just can't do what you want to do in the Nation of Islam. We can't do it. We just cannot do it, brothers and sisters. We cannot do what we want to do. We have laws. We have rules. We have regulations to abide by, to go by. Any government have that. Any civilized government have laws and rules. America got laws and rules, but they break them themselves. They don't abide by it. See? Truth is truth. That's how it is. Truth is truth, man. Brothers and sisters. I hope what I said is not to offend anybody. I'm not here to offend nobody. I'm here to try to teach the teaching of what the Most Honorable Elijah Muhammad had taught. Best of my ability, Allah bless me to do. That's what I'm trying to do. And I hope I please Allah. This is the whole thing, is to please Allah. If I please Allah, well pleasing. It's well pleasing. Because this is what we have to do. To be a strong brotherhood and a strong sisterhood, we must have the love for each other. And we must have the love for Islam under the guidance and leadership of the Most Honorable Elijah Muhammad. So I greet you as I came. Assalamu alaikum. That heat is zooming, ain't it? Oh, Sister Namira in Texas, she sends the greetings also. Assalamu alaikum. Thank you. Turn the greetings to us. Yeah, I said the Rafi family and Sister Zakia, she also sent the greetings. Assalamu alaikum. Yeah, okay. That heat is jamming, ain't it? It's okay. It's okay with you, Asa. It's okay? I mean, it's okay. Oh, you all right? Everybody okay? Okay. You got a bucket? It's in here. Yeah, yes, sir. What it is? Oh, I want you some. Tommy gave me $2 here. Tommy gave me $2 to put that in. That was for Muhammad. Yeah.
Brothers and sisters, we rise for prayer. In the name of Allah, the beneficent, the merciful, all praise is due to Allah, the Lord of the worlds, the beneficent, the merciful. So, Master's Day of Judgment in which we now live, the alone do we serve and the alone beseech for thine help and aid. O Allah, guide us on the right path, path of those upon whom thou hast bestowed thy favors, not on the path of those upon whom thy wrath is brought down, nor those who go astray after they heard thy teachings. Say he, Allah is one God. Allah is he of whom nothing is independent, but upon whom we all depend. He begetteth not, nor is he begotten, there is none like him. And I bear witness none is to be served, worship, or praise beside Allah, who came in the person of Master Farad Muhammad. And I bear witness that the Honorable Elijah Muhammad is our true servant and last apostle. Ameen. Honorable Elijah Muhammad taught us not to do anything to anyone that we wouldn't have done it to ourselves, and treat everybody right, even the devil. Assalamu alaikum.